Hi everyone, welcome to this episode of Findlay TV, brought to you by Findlay Toyota Prescott. Today we are in the amazing Findlay Pit Stop Bar here at the Findlay Toyota Center, and I'm joined by a very special guest, Alex Logan. How you doing, Al?
Good, Greg. Nice to see you again.
Well, good. Thanks for coming on. I know you're super busy, but thanks for being here. And got some questions because we want to get to know Alex Logan.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Well, we do. I think everyone watching really does. What was your first car? First question.
First car was a 2004 Pontiac Grand Prix.
Okay. Was it new to you or new at the time or?
No, it was, man, it's probably like 9 years old when I first got it.
9 years old. And was that like, you know, your very first car? What age were you then?
I was 25.
Is that a little bit old for America? I thought you guys all started driving it. Like
Well, I didn't need a car. I was in the Navy for a little bit, so I didn't need a car to get around.
Navy, huh? Okay, so that leads me on to the next question. Who were you growing up, and a little bit about your background? So you mentioned the Navy, but like, who was Alex Logan growing up?
Well, I grew up in West Salem, Wisconsin. It's a small town. I had two older brothers. I was the baby. I was a pretty wild child, I guess you could say. But I joined the Navy 2008. I was in for 8 years, and I got out July 26, 2016.
Cool. What did you do in the Navy, if you don't mind me asking?
I did a lot of stuff. I was a bosun's mate.
Okay.
One of the things I did was drive the ship, do underway replenishments, which is like, you know, when you're getting supplies out in the middle of the sea, small boat operations, search and rescue. We drove the search and rescue swimmers around. Port ops. I was a harbor master bringing ships in and out of port.
Wow.
They call them the jack of all trades because they do a little bit of everything on the ship.
So you were on what type of ship?
I was on the USS Nimitz, CVN-60.
Aircraft carrier.
Yep, nuclear aircraft carrier.
And you drove that?
It's a scary thought, yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, that's got to be one of the coolest things to do, though.
When I would go home on leave and visit my friends, and they would be like, "What? They let you drive a carrier?" I'm like,
yeah. All the dents in that Pontiac.
Yeah,
just go for it.
Yeah. But no, it's pretty fun.
Awesome. So we do a quick fire round here on Findlay TV, and I'm just going to hit you with some questions. Just first thing that comes to your head. One of them you got to keep. The other one, sadly, goes away forever. Okay. Wings or burgers?
Wings.
Okay. Cats or dogs?
I gotta do both. I love animals.
No, that's not how this works. You have to pick. You have cats or dogs. It's a two option.
Dogs.
Dogs. By cats. The beach or the city?
Beach. 100%.
Beach. Hockey or football?
American football.
Very good. But yeah, the National Football League, I believe you call it. So you going football?
Yeah.
Hockey's got to go. And you're from Wisconsin.
Well, I got to get rid of them.
Well, no, the other one's got to go. You have to keep one, and the other one's going away forever.
I didn't sign up for this.
That's not the point. It doesn't matter.
I'd have to take football.
And you're from Wisconsin?
Yep.
So football team?
Green Bay Packers.
There you go. I think I know the answer to this one, knowing you. Music or movies?
Movies. Well, that's kind of a cheat because you get music in the movies. So.
No, but if you choose movies, all the music has to leave.
So
movies.
It's a silent film.
So really, we've just ruined two things. That's it. That's all we've done.
I'll do movies.
All right. Okay. Movies. Excellent. It's the end of the quick fire round. So what got you into the auto industry? How did you end up working in the auto industry?
I was working as a mechanic in Minnesota, and one of my friends from the Navy, she was working at a Findlay store in Bullhead City, and she was like, "Hey, I can get you a job down here." So I packed my stuff up, moved down there. 3 years later, still working for Findlay, just down here in Prescott.
Excellent. So your first job at Findlay was?
I was in sales.
You went to sales, okay. And then you moved into your current role, I believe, here in Prescott, right? So you were sales in Bullhead, and then you came to Prescott, and your role is community liaison, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and what does that involve?
For me, I do social media marketing for a couple of the stores, like Facebook, Instagram, social media pages. I do digital marketing for the Toyota store. I am the ambassador for the Findlay Advantage program, so I kind of handle anything with that. The big stuff coming in or getting new merchant partners and everything like that. But the biggest thing to me, the most important thing to me, is being out in the community, being the face of Findlay, which is a scary thought when I think about that. But just getting out there, working events, going to mixers, seeing how Findlay can help the community grow, strengthen, and just get involved wherever possible.
So it's you're kind of a bosun's mate of Findlay then. You do a little bit of everything.
Yeah. People ask me, what's your job? I just say whatever Jamal tells me to do.
Right, yeah. I mean, I think that's pretty similar for a lot of us.
Yeah.
Okay, so why do you think community involvement is so important in any business, but especially relating to Findlay?
Well, for Findlay, I think it all started when Pete Findlay started Findlay Auto back in 1961. The two biggest things were transparency with the guests and community involvement. So whatever community we have a store in, the majority of the people there are from that community. They grew up in that community. So we just try to pay back that community any way we can. When you have the means to help, I think that you should. And it's important for any business, whatever community you're in, if you have the ability to help that community or help people, individuals, then that's your responsibility as a citizen and as a company to do so. So I think community involvement is imperative for any business, especially Findlay.
Yeah, I have to agree on that because I've seen, I've worked for different companies in the States, and I think Findlay's the only one that I've ever seen that does this much for just the people, and it doesn't matter. It's not necessarily, what I like about Findlay is it's not necessarily trying to grab those headlines of, hey, look at us, look what we've just done, everybody, look how amazing we are. It's stuff that you never actually see, because I know a lot of the stuff you do, the general public sometimes don't even know, like the community of Prescott don't know you're doing it, but it still gets done because it's what we want to do at Findlay.
Exactly.
That's what I love about it, and especially your role. But yeah, there's so much stuff. But yeah, I think what you do in the community is extremely valuable.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, well, I've seen what you do, sir.
Thank you.
So on that same line, let's go on with. So what are some of your best community moments? Like what are the maybe top 3 or just a couple of them? What have been your best moments working in the community here in Prescott and the Quad Cities?
Oh man, Cruising for Veterans car show. That was
cool.
We had a lot of fun there.
Yeah.
That just seeing all the cars, knowing what it's for, the cause that it goes to, and most recently, I would say, when all this stuff went down and people couldn't get to grocery stores and things like that, I think we did a very good job of being there, kind of being a beacon of hope when a lot of people were stressed or worried, or there was a lot of panic going around. And we would go and we would take in food donations, and then we would deliver them to individuals that may not have the ability or health to go out to a grocery store, to go shopping and things like that. So we would take in food donations, and just seeing the looks on their faces and the appreciation, try not to get emotional, but the appreciation that these people had just being there, never met them in your life, we're complete strangers to them, but that's, again, doing whatever we can to help. And I think that's probably my top so far that I've been able to do.
Yeah, it is amazing. I mean, I was helping with that as well, and you see these people, and it wasn't just a case of we're just trying to go out to the people and show how good we are. It was genuinely people who were worried about going out, and people who were maybe they didn't have anyone to get them to the grocery store and things like that, and just doing little things like that makes every day that you work, it just puts that fulfillment into it rather than just clocking in 9 to 5. It's real job satisfaction. But it was amazing.
It is. I mean, I love coming to work every day. It's a great environment. We have a great team, and I always say to that point, intention over attention.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're not doing this for anything other than just to help, just being there to help. anyone in the community. And that's probably my favorite part about my job. So.
Yeah, I think what you said earlier is very poignant about if you can help, you should.
Yep.
I think that's something that everyone, I believe, should look at in their own lives. You know,
Yeah.
if you can help someone, of course you should. You know, but yeah, absolutely, I agree with all that. So, outside your career, what are your passions in life?
Oh man. Do I have to keep it to like 3?
I tell you what, this is your interview. You're the guy in the chair. You say as many as you want.
All right.
We have all the time in the world.
I love the outdoors. Being from Wisconsin, I love fishing and canoeing. It's probably my favorite. Going down rivers and stuff. I haven't been able to do that out here, but
So you enjoy it, the outdoors,
outdoors,
kayaking, sport, and all that stuff.
different forms of art like music and movies. I like writing poetry. It's just something it's near and dear to my heart. Kind of helped me through some tough days on the ship. So any kind of artistic expression, I love it. I love to see it. I love to do it.
Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but you did get rid of music earlier, so
Well, you wouldn't let me
there's
take
no-
both.
Well, you can't have both.
But
that's
movies
the
have
rule.
music in it.
Yeah, so music's gone now, so you're gonna have to find something else. Sorry, that's what we.
I'll just watch movies.
So yeah,
Silent films.
Silent films.
Silent films.
Excellent. Big question. Then we asked this of everyone who's been on here. It's kind of a eclectic question, I would say. What is your why? Why do you do what you do?
When I was a kid, I probably wouldn't have been able to answer that. But my entire adult life, which has been brief, only 32, just got to point that out,
Yeah.
has been mainly about service. Serving others, serving your country, serving your fellow sailors and brothers and sisters in arms. I think there's no better way to dedicate your life than to service. Serving your community, serving individuals. When I wake up in the morning, I might not have an event to go to or a mix or anything like that, but just walking around the campus, from point A to point B, you see somebody that might be a little down, you just tell a joke, be a little goofy, lift their spirits. There's so many different ways to serve, and every morning I wake up and I come to work, I just think, how can I serve the Findlay team? How can I serve my community? How can I serve anybody? That's my biggest why is to serve any way that I can.
I think that's extremely honourable and admirable. I think we could all look at life that way and probably make the world a much better place. So with that, Alex, I'd just like to thank you for coming on to Findlay TV today. I know how busy your schedule is. Thank you very much for your time. And everyone there, we'll see you again on Findlay TV. Thanks, Alex. Logan.
Thank you, Greg.